Hey there, girls and boys, face space, friends and family, in-laws, outlaws, past, present, future tense customers of Ideal Electric, everybody on the line, all yous on YouTube. Take a look at what we found. Holy moly. How many square foot this house is? 2,500. So that's 30 grand. So if he said I'll do it for 4 and then charged 87, that's a huge red flag. So the story here is this customer's elderly mother hired a local electrician to completely rewire this house for $4,000. In 7 months and $8,700 later, he's wired 2 rooms. This is terrible. Well, it's a new panel. It's not new service cable. And I mean, like this wire shouldn't be stuffed in the same Romex connector with the service cable. And this shouldn't have 11D75 wires stuffed through a 2-inch connector into just a random space hanging out here. I mean, that should have, if he was going to have to make a bunch of J-boxes, great, but go ahead and put your J-box in there and get it all neat and cleaned up. But this is that's not all that concerning to me as like just seeing this is, because this is 14 gauge wire rated at 15 amps. And like I say, there's not a 15 amp breaker in this panel. And
this is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
The code says if you add 5 foot or more, might be 6 foot, I'd have to go look, it's kind of irrelevant. But if you add a piece of wire 5 foot or greater to a circuit, then you're supposed to put an arc fault breaker on it, which is the new breakers that we put in new houses that detect arcing from loose connections so that it can't start a fire. So this is, you know, I don't know what else he's added anywhere else, but all these should have been arc faults, and you're not going to be able to do that with these tandems. So everywhere these are doubled up because there's not enough room, this panel's not big enough. You have to either double up some of these 2-pole breakers to make room for tandems or put a 40 circuit panel in here, which is what he probably should have done. Depending on the square footage of the house, it may have needed a service upgrade. I don't know, but. So I'm in the garage. We looked at the panel a minute ago. It's on this wall. And then we came in the garage to find the scuttle hole. Some nice new lights. We're trying to figure out what this guy did. I'm not going to call his name on here because he should be embarrassed. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see that.
Isn't that supposed to be on the outside?
Yeah, that's supposed to be on the outside of the house, not in the garage.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
Or that stack goes up through the attic, through the roof. It's not supposed to cross walkable roof with the service drop. So it'll probably have to be relocated to get any of this inspected. Crazy. Coming out of the garage, crossing that walkable roof. It should go over there on that wall. And then a new service cable ran in here into this panel. So, yeah. Just pretend we didn't. Oh.
Okay.
Garage door works. The garage door works. That's great news. Yeah. I mean, that's copper wire, but that's not, that doesn't look new. It looks terrible old. And it was 14 wire again on 12 wire circuit. It's something's overfused. I mean, you may have put some devices in, but that's not new. This is a almond device. That's never been taken off the wall. That's a white device over there. So this hasn't been redone. This guy hasn't redone this. These are old devices and old wall plates. This hasn't been redone. Yeah. It's great. Yeah. Looks like you almost had a fire right there, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah. So you can see where this socket's not working, but you see the
Oh yeah, okay.
the burn mark up the wall? Yeah, this hasn't been redone. That's right, girls and boys. We find all the best jobs. We come behind all the greatest electricians. Stay tuned. See what we do to clean up this mess so that this lady's mom can get moved into her house.